Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be discussing some rare LEGO products that are related to TT Games, the ones who produce all of the LEGO video games. And I wanted to touch on this because I had seen a tweet from Bricks by Mind on Twitter, who I'll be sure to link down below. Check out all of his great content, but he brought up the special acrylic bricks that are given to TT Games employees when they work on a LEGO game, and if they've contributed significantly. I don't know the exact criteria, of course, because I don't work at TT Games myself, but he showed some of these bricks in some photos and talked about wanting to get his hands on some of them, specifically the Ninjago ones, and it kind of just piqued my interest to kind of look into this a little bit more, see all of the different types of bricks that they do have, and kind of what is the sort of thing that you need to do to be able to get your hands on these, of course, on the secondary market, because of course you're not going to be able to get them directly from TT Games unless you work for the company. But for anyone who is interested in these bricks, I did take a look on ebay.ca specifically, and I saw that they range from like $500 to $1,000, and it's absolutely crazy, and you can't even find that many. I found around like 10, I would say, on there, but there are countless ones. I went through Google looking for some images, which I'll be showing throughout this video, and it's just from various game series. They even have some from LEGO Dimensions as well, which of course you could just have an endless amount just from that alone because of how many characters are involved within that game. But they have them from the Marvel games. Of course, the Ninjago ones specifically are the main ones I want to sort of touch on in this video, and those specifically relate to, of course, LEGO Ninjago Ninjroids, the game. Then we have Shadow of Ronin as well, and then the LEGO Ninjago movie, which is a very difficult one to find any information on. There's like no photos on the internet whatsoever that you can find of what these bricks are for that game. Sorry everybody for the interruption here, but I actually did manage to find two photos from the LEGO Ninjago movie acrylic bricks. I was just looking through a ton of photos while I was editing the video, and I actually came across two of them here, and that includes Nia was one of them, and then I also found Lloyd as well, and both of them are not wearing their ninja masks also, which was really interesting. So I just wanted to mention that here in the video, that I did find them online, so now we have some images of them so we know that they exist. So I'm not sure if whether they just didn't wind up doing anything for that game, but my guess would be that they're just very rare and that most of the employees just might not have put them up for sale anywhere, so there isn't really any trace on the internet. So it's definitely quite interesting, though. I look specifically at the Shadow of Ronin game though, and it's really cool. You get a Ronin figure in one of them. Now I'm going to say that the figures are not exclusive to these bricks, so the main thing you're sort of getting it for is the actual acrylic brick that you're getting it within, and they are able to stack as well, similar to like the LEGO storage bins that LEGO sells. So it's definitely quite cool if you did want to get into collecting that, but of course I think it would honestly be easier to just go get a job at TT Games. Not saying that's easy by any means, of course this would still be extremely challenging, but if you don't want to have to drop like $1,000 per acrylic brick on eBay, then I would definitely recommend going a different route to try to get your hands on these. But that's kind of the interesting part of this to me, is how they're not actually containing like exclusive figures, which thankfully they are not, because that would be terrible. It would be like an SDCC scenario like all over again, because I know people do not like it when they have exclusive figures for that. So could you imagine exclusive figures just for employees? That would just be absolutely insane. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they would have earned it with all the hard work they put into those games, but still, I think for just like standard fans, I think it would be a bit disappointing. But I think the actual bricks are quite a cool concept. I think it's really interesting how they sort of do that, and I've seen similar things. Like I think they had like a LEGO Toy of the Year reward or something that's like an acrylic sort of brick. It's not like exactly a LEGO brick, but just an acrylic sort of award, so it's quite cool. Of course, something similar to like a trophy of sorts, but it's definitely very interesting to see these. But I just wanted to kind of discuss them with all of you. There isn't too much more to sort of dive into. It's kind of just something that you can buy if you have a ton of money laying around, I suppose. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on these down below in the comment section. It's a bit of a shorter video, but I wanted to cover these kind of just to bring light to them, because I'm sure there's a few people who were not aware of these, and now you can be in the same position as me where you look at them time on the internet and you're like, yes, I may never be able to afford this. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below. Also subscribe as well if you would like to check out some of my other content. That would be highly appreciated. So thank you so much. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.